Day 28 here at 30 Days of Warcraft. Today, Tho versus ReiGn on Secret Valley in the NGL matchup that I found up on WC replays earlier today, and I thought to myself, you know what, that looks like a good game. I'm going to be casting that one. So here it is for you right here. ReiGn as the Undead will be coming out with a quick Altar of Darkness as well as a Crypt, so we will be seeing some late fiends from him, perhaps some more ghouls later on as well. Let's take a look at what Tho's doing. Tho on the other side of the map. Outdoor King's already coming up. Barracks as well, so he's going along quite nicely. And this map, well, it's quite nice, really. He's got a tavern in the middle, and has only a couple of expansion points. Each side really has two areas to expand for. You've got this one, and you've got this one. Now, this one is completely camped by fairly high-level creeps, and the Ogre Lord, level 7. And this one is fairly doable, but the problem with this one is that it's fairly close to towards the base. However, you do have a Fountain of Health just around the corner, so that will be able to help out quite a lot. As ReiGn already pumping out their units quite heavily. He's got a couple of ziggurats coming out. Crypt is almost done, and we'll see what his first idea is there. Yeah, ghouls coming out. As the Tomb of Relic comes up as well, and we will have a Death Knight coming in from ReiGn. Bit of a predictable thing there, and I'm going to guess a Archmage. There we go. Archmage coming out, and a couple of Footmen as well, just to get those creeps down. And let's see where he'll go for. He's going for the first camp. He's going to go for Gnoll camp. No, it looks like he's going to go for the Overseer camp, so he'll be going for that as well. Got a Acolyte already coming out, trying to scout out. He will be catched up by the Footman. Hello there, Footman. He'll get the damage in there. And the question right now is what both sides are going to do. Are they going to go for quick tack, perhaps? Because Undead is always nice with quick tack and obsidian statues and all that. We'll have to see if it's going to happen. But I'm not quite sure whether or not that is the case. We got another. We got the Undead. The Death Knight still coming out, as the Archmage is up, and he will be going in for those water elementals. For the Overseer spawn, and got a couple of militia in there as well, and he will be able to level up quite quickly on this one. No problem there. And continues on with Tome of Agility. We'll be able to pick that up. Nicely done on the Archmage. Needs to micro his units a little bit more and just to get out of there. That Acolyte is still going out, and that's 25 XP right there. Why ReiGn allowed his Acolyte to die there is beyond me, because, well, you don't want to give away that XP, and he's going for the second camp as well. He's going for the Gnolls, and Death Knight on the other side has gone for the Overseer as well. And what item did he get from that? Nothing so far. There's still a Tome of Agility on the ground. Let's see what item the Overseer is going to drop. Ghouls are still trying to get in there. No, there's a Glows of Haste there. Would be nice to pick that up. And we'll probably later on see a Lich coming out combined with a Death Knight. Orb of Corruption is always a nice combination. We'll be able to reduce the armor on anything that it hits for about 5 seconds. So it'll be a nice addition. The Death Knight is just going to look for a Creep Jack. He'll be looking for the Ogre Warrior, and he will have the Death Coil ready to go. He's almost on level 2 as well. Death Coil coming off. Cloak of Shadows popped off as they managed to get one Creep Jack off, as well as level 2. And he's got Unholy Aura on him now. And he's looking to get this Ogre Warrior, but there's so many militia down there. Here we go, and we're going to get the... No, it's not going to happen. Death Knight was around. There's a little bit of an engagement going on now. Another Ring of Protection coming up. Who picked that up? No, it was the Archmage. And he's got himself a Cloak of Shadows as well. And there's a lot of ghouls around here, but the militia status is no longer on the peasants, and they will be able to, well, be destroyed by the ghouls quite heavily. Water Elemental's still there. Death Knight is a little bit low. He needs to watch out. He's got to get the hell out of there. Another more minions being spawned. The Death Knight is well, he's calling it a day, seeing what he's going to do. Level 2 coming up, so we'll have obsidian statues on the field quite quickly as well for ReiGn. And Tho not doing so much. He's still getting for more peasants. He will need to after a little bit of an onslaught, losing most of his militia right there. That was slightly problematic. We got this Fountain of Health. Like I said earlier on, it's very important. Archmage himself has got himself a Cloak of Shadows, so we'll be able to go around the map and being invisible, which is quite a nice addition. And he looks like he's going for his first expansion. Tho is going for his first expansion right here. Got a couple scout towers coming up and Arcane Vault as well. We'll be able to use that as his expansion. Here we go. Definitely coming in. He needs to nip this expansion in the butt. But the Archmage comes in from behind and he will be going to take these ghouls down. Can the Death Knight get the level? And he does. Unholy Aura level 2 would be quite nice to get on his units right now to beef him up just slightly more. Archmage will have level 3. We going for level 2 summon. That will be a nice addition. There we go, level 2 summon on the field. And that's a lot of damage right there. The summonable. That's 39 damage. There we go. Another ghoul is going to go down. We have the militia coming in. And this expansion so far seems to be saved for Tho. That extra level on the water elemental did help quite a lot. Got a graveyard coming up in the bottom. Those Halls of the Dead is up. Almost. And we got more ghouls coming out as well. Let's see what Tho is up to. Guard tower in the base. Well, nothing really. Not going for level 2 at the moment, so we'll have to see what he'll do later on. The Drake has been aggroed. Getting that Drake down would help quite a lot on his way towards the next level of experience on the heroes. The Death Knight's still running around like crazy. Could see Death Goal on this one. Go for it. Not going for it just yet. One more shot will be enough. Not going to happen. The Death Knight did try to go for it. Fails to connect. His expansion is getting more and more set up early on. More militia coming in as Tho is completely putting his troops on towards the assault. A lot of militia there as well. Trying to get those guard towers up as soon as they possibly can. But I think this guard tower is going to go down. Those undead skeletal warriors will do a lot of damage. And the militias are countering them quite nicely. And combined with the footmen. But that means that he has to move the militias away from the base. He does have the goal to actually build an expansion now if he wished to do so. But whether or not that is a good idea is something that is quite debatable. We got a Lich coming out on the field for ReiGn, as well as a slaughterhouse, so he will be able to build obsidian statues rather shortly, and that will beef up his troops quite significantly, especially with we got fiends as well. And there we go. That's one fiend on the field, and the Death Knight will continue to bounce around on his base. And now, though, when it comes to levels, he's almost on the same level as ReiGn, level 3 on his Archmage and level 3 on the Death Knight as well. And there's now a level 1 Lich out and to add to that, but his Drake needs to go down just to get the additional levels on that. But staying around that Fountain of Health will keep on healing his troops. That will be nice to continue to creep. Slaughterhouse is up. Obsidian statues are coming out, as somewhat predicted. And we got Burrow coming in for the Fiends, so we're going to have a late Fiend build coming in now for ReiGn. Orb of Corruption has not been put up on the Lich just yet, so he'll probably buy that later when he's got a little bit more gold. We got a surround going on this Footman. This Footman is going to go down. The problem with the Archmage is he doesn't really have any healing abilities, unlike the Paladin, which you could generally field versus Undead, but is not the case in this situation. Archmage does have cause of attack +6. Nice addition there. It's the Lich. Doing quite a lot of damage. These water elementals are still trying to boost themselves in there, and it will heal up around the Fountain of Health, which is something I thought was always funny. Because you're an undead hero, and a Fountain of Health heals the undead. It kind of doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Expansion is a fact, though, for Tho, and he's got his guard towers up. Arcane tower as well. That will burn off the mana of the Death Knight quite nicely as well. Scout towers come up. More guard towers and arcane towers coming up in this area, but he's going for a little bit of visit. Hello there. There's another level on the Death Knight. Unholy Aura level 2 coming in. Will be able to boost his troops once more, and additional speed as well as additional regeneration. But that Arcane Tower could be problematic right there. We could see another level of Death Coil soon-ish. Ooh, this Footman is a little bit low. No, he's going down. That's a little bit more XP on the Lich. And he'll be able to level up. Frost Nova and Frost Armor. Let's take a look at the base. We got level 3 coming up. Black Citadel for ReiGn. And more. Ooh, he's got meat wagons coming out as well, just to counter those towers. So that's a good option right there. The Archmage is not going to leave it on his own. As we now have a keep coming out for Tho. So he could be looking at sorceresses just to counter those summons, those summoned minions for ReiGn, which would be a plus, because well, you really don't want to have those lying around and killing your peasants. The Fiends have decided to go for the Arcane Tower. Good option there, as they don't have any mana to use anyway. But right now, Tho has to think, alright, how am I going to counter this? Sorceresses and Priests could be a nice combination just to heal up his troops, but I don't see an Arcane Ascentment build in just yet, mainly because his building's not level 2 yet, and ReiGn on the other side almost has a level 3 building, and he's building more obsidian statues. Well, he's going to be able to heal his troops up really, really quickly. And there's that meat wagon I was talking about earlier. And he'll be slapping into damage quite nicely. And the obsidian statue is healing troops all over the place. And he's being primed, but it's not going to be helping much because there's another one there. Although this one's boosting health and this one's boosting mana. Oh, this footman could be going down. That's a footman down. And that's just more XP for the heroes of ReiGn. He's got a level 4, a Death Knight, and a level 2, well, Lich. And he still doesn't have an Orb of Corruption. You really think he'd go for that later on. But he's too busy just getting this expansion down in there. That's where the meat wagon's for. Footman trying to get in from behind, trying to kill the meat wagon. The meat wagon is very, very fragile. Although this obsidian statue itself is really low as well. Needs to get the hell out of there. Nice micro. As these footmen do have the shield ability up on themselves. The guard ability, my apologies. And he'll just slowly walk forward, try to get the damage in. And all the focus is now on towards this expansion. If Tho can hold on towards said expansion, he will be able to get more and more gold and get ahead when it comes in total power. Although ReiGn so far has got 800 gold in storage, and he is level 3. We have destroyers coming up. Destroyer form for the obsidian statues will absolutely make minced meat out of those troops. And air is not something that he can counter very well right now. This meat wagon still being attacked by the footman. We'll need to micro them out slightly, as this meat wagon is going to go down. Yeah, that's a shame. That meat wagon is gone. Should have microed that out a little bit more. But these fiends are still doing quite a lot of damage. And now, what is Tho going to do? We have Arcane Ascentums, yes, as predicted. We have a potential of Priests and Sorceresses on the field. We'll be able to heal up his units. And, that's a nice counter right there, especially versus these, especially versus the summons. We'll need to use those effectively. We're now 13 minutes into the game. As Tho is going for a little bit of an attack. The problem with him right now is he's only got 20 food worth of attack units on the map, while ReiGn's got 40. So he's way ahead of him. Ooh, the Lich is low. Oh no, never mind. That was a feint. My apologies. I didn't see that correctly. As he has a second hero on the map. We have a Mountain King as well for Tho. And we have a Destroyer on the map as well. He's doing a lot of damage onto his footman, but he's a little bit low himself. Need to watch out. Yeah, and he's been dusted as well. You need to watch out because he will be going down. He's he's rather low, 130 health remaining on him, but he'll still manage to get a couple of footmen down, which is what he needed to do. But now the Mountain King will need to get the hammer throws out and get those destroyer forms out of the sky, which is really the prime. We got more obsidian statues coming out, and those will all turn into destroyers once the time is there. And what will we see here? More obsidian statues coming out, and more fiends as well. And we have magic sentries. We'll be able to spam sentries all over the map, and we got Iron Forged swords, so level 2 weapons coming out for Tho. As he is a little bit busy creeping up now, and it's because he suddenly realized, okay, my Death Knight, his Death Knight is level 4, and his Lich is level 3, and my Archmage's only level 1, and I just got a brand new spanking Mountain King out, and he's not very strong either. Spellbreakers now from him as well, and we'll be able to negate some of that magic.
Are under attack.
That we'll be able to use as defense. More destroyer forms on the map, going after these arcane towers. There we go. Hello, Spellbreakers. Needs to get a little bit more damage and a little bit more out of that, as they're immune towards magic attacks. As they are getting attacked now by some of the troop. One obsidian statue is down. This destroyer form could go down as well. And the elemental goes down to boot. This Mountain King doesn't look too good at the moment either. He's being primed. He is level 2 so far, but he's being chased. And now invulnerability popped off, and now ReiGn can focus on the rest of the base, going after the guard towers in the back, and then focus on the town hall. Take a look at his base. What is he doing? Slaughterhouse not doing anything at the moment. More fiends coming out. Not much at the moment, really. As we have more Spellbreakers coming out. My apologies earlier on. I didn't realize that he would go for Spellbreakers, and he's going to go for Castle as well. So level 3 building for him. There's more destroyers on the map. Another level on the Lich, and there's our Orb of Corruption I was talking about earlier. Ooh, the Spellbreakers could be going down. No, he was corrupted. Ooh, and the Archmage is down. That's the problem right there. Though losing his Archmage to the destroyers, will be able to do a little damage. More scout towers in the back. They'll be going straight for some troops that he can't say for more buildings. We have abominations as well now as well. As ReiGn is going for a full hardcore build, going straight after everything he can find. Arcane Vault not being primed just yet, but all these peasants are being somewhat annihilated. More towers being killed off. As Tho is opting to go for the scenic route and go for a little bit more creeping, because he really needs to get his Archmage up to the next level. And now the town hall of his is being primed, and that could be problematic right there. And although he is still trying to build up as much as he can, and the destroyers have decided to come around, scout out a little bit, see what's going on, and he has spotted these Arcane Phantoms. Level 3 in the castle. Workshop's coming up. Oh. We could have, flying machines versus destroyers. Weak, but very nice as well. Flying machines. Interesting choice. Now he needs to, since he did lose his Archmage earlier on, we'll need to get his dwarf as high as possible. Although this destroyer has been entangled. Ensnared even, my apologies. He was close to dying. But the destroyers are still doing massive damage from the air. And the Archmage did come up back from the tavern, so he will be a little bit low. The town is still being attacked. ReiGn is just finishing up here, and he will be moving on towards the next area. Now Tho is trying to level up as fast as he possibly can, but he's got a lot of ground to make up on, as ReiGn has got 55 in food on the map. Building farms in the back of the base. And more flying machines coming out. That's the last-ditch effort right there, because, well, the destroyers have arrived, and they're going after the towers. And this could be it right here. Will Tho TP back in. Do we see TP? Yeah, there we go. Tho has arrived back in. This could be it right here. All the militias are back in action. We got another level on towards the Mountain King. He'll need to go over a level as, oh dear God, we have those flying machines going around and doing a lot of damage on towards the destroyers. The destroyers could be in a little bit of trouble. Will we see? Oh, the Lich is still in fine shape, but the Mountain King is down. The Mountain King is down. And now the flying machines are being targeted as well. A lot of micro going on here. The destroyers decide to bail out. The Lich gets a level 5. And he does still have a scroll TP. Scroll TP by the Death Knight. Ooh, too close for comfort. He only had 29 health remaining. TP's out. But at what cost? What does he have left? Oh, one Fiend. And that's it, really. And his Death Knight only at 70 health. As ReiGn doesn't really have any gold. And he doesn't have an expansion. And these flying machines, really the bane of the destroyers. Yeah, that's a problem right there. The gold mine running at 1,500 gold at the moment. Where are the flying machines? There they are. They're still going after the destroyers, and they will be, well, completely ripping them to shreds. There we go. Ooh, the Death Knight coming in. Does he have? Yeah, he's going for. Nice. As he managed to get a Death Coil into there. But all his destroyers are gone. All of that versus those, well, those flying machines. see potion of invulnerability bought by the Lich. More peasants, as ReiGn apparently doesn't see said peasants. He's gonna let the Lich clean this up. I'm just looking for whether or not there's an expansion going on here. But ReiGn needs to get an expansion of his own rather shortly because he's running out of gold very, very quickly. Only 1,000 gold remaining. Now you think, hey, Spec, that is quite a lot of gold. Yes, that might be the case, but units are expensive. There's that TP coming in from and there we go. TP is gone. Where did he go? He went back towards the mountain fountain of health. And now we get a couple of skeleton warriors running around the map. These workshops, well, they did their job taking down the destroyers, but now we have the Mountain King is almost back, and a paladin is coming up on the map as well. Welcome back, Mountain King. Tho is going for a third hero. He's going for a paladin. Three hero stack. Are we going to see something similar on the other side of the map? No, there's more obsidian statues coming out. So we'll see more and more destroyers from ReiGn. Going for the proven strategy. The problem there is these guys will rip any destroyer out of the hole.
Forces are under attack.
The Archmage could just tack up a little bit towards the amount of health. Come on, move over there. Come on, you need the help. There we go. Good man. ReiGn now doesn't have any. Well, he does have. He has about 600 gold. So at the moment, he's building more ghouls. Maybe for a little bit of lumber. And he's got a Temple of the Damned as well. We'll have to see what he's going to do with that, what he's got planned. And there we go. The gold mine is gone. And he will need to get a new one. Where is he going to get it from? Obsidian statues are back. There we go, ensnared. A little bit of a shame. Ooh, hello, knights. Welcome back here, Tho. It's got knights in the map as well. Flying machines going around trying to get these destroyers out of the field. And as the spellbreakers try to go in. As the Lich is in a little bit of trouble. Can still pop the invulnerability potion. Not going to do it. He gets coiled back into health. As the Paladin is low. Paladin is going to go down. It's a bit of a shame there, because he will be able to heal up quite nicely. Another TP coming in from the Lich. Where is he going to go? Nobody knows. Bye-bye, Lich. Back to the base he is. Is he going to go for an expansion? Well, this expansion down here is going to be checked out right now by Tho. See if anything is up down here, which is not the case just yet. And therefore, he can just go for the Ogre Lord and just level up his troops a little bit more. Mountain King at level 4 would be a nice addition. This is Tome of a Tome of 2+ strength. It's always nice. But is he getting his hero back up? Yeah, there we go. There's the Paladin.
I live to serve all believers.
Very cheap build there, to be quite honest. Well, if you only lose your unit at level 1, it's not really a problem. The Mountain King is now level 4 as well. Get himself a pipe. As well as gloves of haste, as well as boots of speed. And those are really the items you want. Speed and strength. Now the Death Knight. He's just going for a potion of invulnerability. And he's got himself a mana potion as well. So he's looking to get a lot of damage. But is he looking to expand? Could be looking to expand to this area. Oh, there we go. There's a little engagement going on. This could be it right here. As the Lich has been cyclone. Oh, he's been surrounded. The Lich has been surrounded. Oh, invulnerability potion comes off. Will it be enough? Will it be enough to break the surround? He is trying to go for it. Oh, the surround could be broken as another Death Coil comes in. As, this Paladin could be going down. Yeah, Paladin is down again. Still no level on the rest of the units. But the TP comes in from the Archmage. There we go. Archmage gone. And these Acolytes are still on the field. Nice little bit of an engagement. And once again, that Paladin was completely wasted. And he's going to be back on the field right away anyway. And we got Sorcerer's Adapt Training coming out. And so, did he go for the expansion again? No, he didn't. He was just... let's see. Yeah, he's going after the Ultra Kings. He's trying to get that Ultra down. Making sure that that Paladin cannot get back on the field. And here come the rest of the troops. Sorcerers is back here as well. Slow putting up on the Death Knight. That'll slow him down quite nicely. The Sorceresses were just after that, slowing them down. And this could be it here, or this could be curtains for ReiGn. I think Tho has this. Acolyte is going to go down. No, he's not. He is going to be chased as the Lich is primed. Oh, no, the Death Knight is actually going to be primed. That's a bit of a shame right there. As the battle continues. As, the Archmage gets out of there just in time. And we have a bit of a surround going here on towards the Death Knight. The Death Knight is still surrounded. But will he get out? It does look like it. No, he's going to go down. Death Knight is gone. Paladin levels up, and that's a good game called there. ReiGn did not have any money to get him back on the field, and he tried so hard. But there it is right there. Not going for any expansions, being harassed to the point where you're not able to do anything. Calls it off, and then those flying machines came out, took down his destroyers, and that was curtains right there for him. And then the sorcerers came in, slowed down the Death Knight. He couldn't go anywhere, and that was it. This was a day 28 of 30 days of Warcraft. Hope you enjoy it, and got 2 more days for you to enjoy. So sit tight, and hope that it's going to be a fun time. See you tomorrow for day 29, the second to last game of 30 days of Warcraft.